Welcome, Internet, to the Pixel Play Podcast, your weekly gaming podcast where we get together to discuss all the news, rumors, and discussions going on in the gaming world. I am one of your co hosts, Kaylan, aka Ktastrophy, joined as always by my co host, Adam, CSRadical. If you want to get the show, we are available wherever you get your podcasts, and we are on YouTube by searching for Pixel Play Podcast, Pixel Play being all one word. If you want to be part of the show, you can always email us your questions at pixelplaypodcast@gmail.com. Or if you want to interact with us more immediately, you can find us on Twitter and Instagram by searching Pixel Playcast. And we have news for you guys. We have started a Discord. So if you are listening to this and you want to be part of the Discord community and chat with us and fellow listeners of the podcast, feel free to join us. We have a link wherever you are listening to this right now, and it is also up on Twitter and Instagram. We'd love it if you guys joined us and got part of the conversation. And yeah, Adam, gonna be honest, this is kind of a quiet week this week in terms of gaming news, so we're gonna do one of our pressing pause episodes. If you're new to the show, these episodes, they're kind of just, we kick back, relax, and we just kind of talk about what's on our mind, play some fun games, kind of take it easy. It's a little less news centric, but, still a good time. So if you want to stick around, we'd love to have you around. If you're here for the news, there's not much this week, and we will see you next week. But this week, we are going to be coming with a untimely review of Celeste. We are going to come to you guys with a gaming trivia game to figure out which one of us is the bigger gaming geek. We'd love for you guys to follow along and let us know how you are doing. Adam, let's just get right into it. How are you doing, my friend?
We'll just get right into it. And how are you doing? I'm doing just fine.
Well, we're starting the episode.
Yeah, I suppose. I guess I should get used to the format. It's only like we've done 36 of these. We've done, what's that like? Oh God, math in the last second is not as easy as I thought it would be. It's like what?
9 months or something, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Math is harder when you have to do it on the spot. You can do it as many times as you want, but the second you have to do it like that, you can't do it.
Dude, we legitimately started this podcast in January. It's been 9 months.
I don't remember that. I am the worst person to do with dates. It's not going to help. So you could say January, be like, sure, that sounds right.
Yeah, no, I remember we started this back in January, so it has been 9 months that we've been doing this. So coming up on 1 year, so it's been exciting. What have you been playing lately?
Honestly, not much. I mean, once I got most of my backlog done, now I've just been kind of bouncing between games. I have found a bit of a resurgence back into Destiny 2, even without buying any of its expansion packs recently. So I've just been messing around with the free to play stuff, playing, just some normal PvE stuff, and just kind of throwing on a podcast and just shooting the crap at everything. And it's been a nice fun. Like I've said before, not on this show, but I've said so many different times over the course of my YouTube and podcasting career that has never gone anywhere, but that's not the point. The game is still to this day one of the most solid shooters that I've ever played. It's just so crisp and smooth. Like Call of Duty and Destiny are par and par with each other to me. And then with the RPG elements that Destiny had, it made a really great game that was very addictive for such a long time. And then Burnout came in. Now that I haven't touched it in like 3 years, walked back into it, it feels almost like I've never played it before, and getting right back into just having fun, just sliding around everywhere and throwing knives at people, It's still a great game. It's just one of those things now where it's like I can't justify spending $50 for a handful of missions, some fancy gear, and a raid that I'll probably get to do once and then never do it again because I'm not good enough and I don't play it religiously enough to keep up with everybody else. So
yeah, that's for me what kind of turns me off of this live as service games is I have too much of a backlog and I need to move on to the next game, so I don't have the time to invest in like daily grinds and stuff. Like The Division was the closest I got, and I literally just played the campaign and I'm like, I'm done, I'm out. Thank you guys.
It was so easy to get into the original Destiny because at the time it came out, I just quit school because I wasn't enjoying it. And I was unemployed for a little bit. All this free time is suddenly available. Hey, you want to grind out for 8 hours trying to get this one gun with a really good roll on it? I mean, fuck, I got nothing else to do, so sure, I got 8 hours.
Honestly, I know exactly what you're talking about. The Witcher came out, like, I bought it like a month before I lost my job, and so I was unemployed for a summer, and oof, That was a bad summer in terms of getting stuff done. My wife, my girlfriend, my wife now, she was like coming home from work and I had not done anything, and she's just like, "I love you and I support your video games, but you kind of need to do some stuff." And uh, yeah, it was a bad time. But honestly, those are like the best moments where you have nothing to do and there's an awesome game to play. It's some of the fondest times ever.
It is
And
honestly
this
the
is not to say I
reason.
didn't do anything like it. Yeah.
It's legitimately the reason why I never book more than 2 days off when I have vacation time. Because if I take a whole week off, I enjoy it so much that I don't want to go back. So I try
No,
to
I
only
like the
do
world of
or 4 day vacations at the most, or 4 day
Yeah.
weekends, I guess. Because I'll just take like a Monday and a Friday off, or a Thursday and a Friday, or something. So that way, it just feels like I had like a stat holiday and then an extra day off. Rather than if I take a whole week, it's 7 days, and I'm just sitting there being like, I have no interest in going back to work. I did it
Yeah,
once where I took
I
2 weeks off, and I swear to God, I was miserable the first like 3 days back because I hated it.
see. I'm of the same mindset. Like if I'm not doing anything, like a couple days is all I need. But like, yeah, if you're going away somewhere, that's a different story. But yeah, I can't remember the last time I've taken time off to like play video games. It's been a while, but yeah, I'm trying to think of when was the last time.
I was supposed to do it for Cyberpunk on two separate occasions.
And that just never came
Well,
into
they got
fruition.
bounced, and then the third time happened, and oh, it sucked. And I'm like, I'm gonna take my refund and come back later. And I still haven't
I'll
come back
pass.
later yet, which is disappointing. I'm still waiting to hear when that upgrade date's gonna be.
It's not coming this year.
It's been a
I
while.
highly
We
doubt.
haven't made fun of Cyberpunk for a while, and all of a sudden it came out of the blue on our pressing pause episode. What do you know?
It just comes up naturally. It's a
This is
topic.
what
It's like the
happens when
weather.
there's no news. We just complain about Cyberpunk again.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've been playing Hades right now. That game is awesome. Probably one of my game of the year contenders for me. And I know like it came out last year,
I mean, it
but
basically was
whatever.
Game of the Year when it came out, so.
Yeah. So I mean, like once again, this comes back to our whole, untimely review. We don't get games fresh. We play them when they come to us. And so our game of the years are going to be kind of skewed, but this game is fantastic. I am not a typical roguelike person. I've talked about Returnal and the fact that, the roguelike aspects for me kind of don't do it. But this one, I don't know. It has sinked its teeth into me and I am loving it. The only thing that it's done so far, and it's a trope that we've seen in tons of video games, and I want to get your opinion, Adam, on what you thought of it. I'm in the final boss, and I'm fighting them. And life bar's there. I get the life bar down to zero. I am so excited. And then he comes back, and his life bar fills up again. I hate when video games do this. I hate when it's like, here's your bot, your the big boss's health bar, you get it down to zero, and then they get like a second life, they come back, they get a second form. It just annoys me because like I have a goal, I have a target, I get there, and then they move the goalpost, and that just sucks. Am I nuts, or is that like a legitimate
So,
gripe?
so what you're saying is you're not a big fan of Dragon Ball Z because you're not a big fan when Frieza comes out and goes, "This isn't even my final form," and then just completely readjust the health bar again.
Yeah, no, it's complete garbage. Like, that's stupid. Is that just me?
It depends on the kind of game. JRPGs can make it work because it usually separates it into a different boss battle or a different phase, so there's like an actual
Mhm.
like change to it. I really would depend on the situation. If it's like Dark Souls and that happened, I would be furious.
It sucks because you're like, okay, I am, you know, gonna play differently because I know that I'm close to the end. Like if I'm almost there and I've got just a couple health bars, maybe I'll use my special attack, maybe I'll use my bonuses, and then, you know, oh, never mind, you wasted them, and now it sucks. But yeah, Adam, Hades is a fantastic game. I totally encourage anyone who's listening to check it out. It's got those hooks in you that you just want to play, one more round, and it's fantastic.
It is a very appealing game in terms of its looks too. It looks really nice.
It does, yeah. And the audio is amazing. Like the soundtrack is just awesome. I can just listen to
Supergiant
that at work.
Games, they love their awesome soundtracks.
They do a great job too. So yeah, the story, like it's got a surprising amount of story for what it is, and so I like it. The voice acting is great. Like Zagreus is awesome. Yeah, totally worth checking out.
Unacceptable though. You can't have a game with Hades on it and not have James Woods in there. It's just offensive to me.
I think he was busy making another game, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Was he in 12 minutes or whatever?
That's James McAvoy.
Oh, okay. I thought, are they not the same person?
No, no, they definitely are not.
I'm pretty sure. Did
Well,
James
one
Wood
is
play
the god of the
Professor?
underworld and one was Professor Xavier, so no.
No, I know. I'm just being a smart
Or the
ass.
Green Goblin
Uh,
if you're talking about Willem Dafoe. So no, you're still
that's
not
who.
you're not quite there.
That's who I was thinking. I was thinking of William Dafoe. That's who I was thinking of. I
No,
don't know why
still
I got the two
wrong.
mixed up.
Still way wrong.
I know. I know.
Willem
Adam.
Willem Dafoe can probably be lured with something else, but not a piece of candy like in Family Guy. So
Yeah. So Adam, you want to just jump in and do the trivia game?
can I actually just talk about what like the one interesting thing that seems to have come out in the last week?
Sure. What's up, big guy?
The fact that the Heavy Rain makers are going to be working on a Star Wars game, and I'm not sure if I'm interested on this or not.
Why not?
Because I don't know what it is about those games, but like I've never truly like loved any of them. I've tried to play Heavy Rain, it was okay. Beyond Two Souls was fine, and Detroit Become Human I just never finished. So like specifically like those games have not quite struck a chord with me. And I'm not sure if Star Wars is going to be something that just brings me further into it. Now I've heard that apparently that game is going to be more action driven, a little bit more exploration based rather than just being like a choose your own story. Probably will still retain some of those elements, but you know, it will probably at least be a little more action focused because I mean, it would be kind of weird if you play a Star Wars game and there's not really that much action to it. I guess you could do it, but it'd be kind of weird, you know, if you were a Jedi or a smuggler or whatever else and you didn't really do anything, so it'd be kind of weird, but
I don't know. I disagree. I think having them make a Star Wars game sounds awesome. Um, I think it comes with a fresh perspective because we've always had we've had the third person games, we've had the first person games, we've had the RPGs, the MMORPGs, but we've never really had like a choose your own adventure sort of walking sim, I guess is what I'd frame them as. And I think it's neat that we can. I think it makes sense because we can have a situation where we can have a really good Star Wars story without having to have the gameplay elements of like, oh, you're bringing down a Star Destroyer because you are the apprentice of Darth Vader. And the idea of having choice is pretty much right up Star Wars' alley. Like you can start having, some Jedi or something like that and have them constantly choose between, using making dark side choices or making light side choices if you want. Alternatively, make it into like a Star Wars game where you're playing as an Imperial general, right? You're not so much on the ground doing the shooty shooty bang bang, but you can have them up on top of the Star Destroyer or the battlefield, kind of making decisions and sort of how do you kind of lead a rebellion or like lead a rebellion or the Empire. I'm just kind of thinking of ideas like put yourself in a military leadership thing, and you have to decide how to best navigate or something.
yeah, I guess I'm thinking in like the mind of what we're conditioned to think what a Star Wars game is supposed to be like. You think Jedi immediately. Well, these kind of
Mhm.
games would not work very well with Jedi.
Mhm.
You could go the length of a smuggler, but again, you're going to kind of want to shoot a lot of stuff, so it's probably a note. But again, like their idea is saying that it's going to be a little more actiony, which could open it up to being like I guess maybe a third person action game, something like that. Who knows?
Mhm.
It's just I guess my brain immediately thinks like I'm just playing Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls and Detroit Become Human all in my head, being like, what would your main character be? Because I mean, you can't just do some random like person. It doesn't work. Like, but you can't also have a pilot because then there's no flying. You can't be a Jedi because there's no lightsaber fights. Like, my brain just limits myself, and I'm sure they'll come up with something interesting. It's just at this point, without seeing what it is, I'm just like,
Mhm.
man, that's a challenge.
Well, I'm thinking like, and I haven't read it, but there's one like I'm sure there's tons, but there's a Star Wars book that I'm thinking of, and it's like two friends, and they're both pilots, and one becomes a part of the Empire, and it goes to like the pilot academy, and the other one gets tied up with the rebellion. And I mean, like, that's almost something that you can kind of do, like have people kind of from the beginning, like make nobodies and have them sort of be like someone who's kind of dabbling in the Empire, like maybe they have a job, they're sent to go investigate someone, go search for someone, and along the way they kind of become aware of the rebellion and what the empire is all about, and you're making choices of like, do you continue down your path with the empire and fill out your mission, or do you start siding with the rebels? Like I think there's a lot of interesting choices that you could do in Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, but again, with the pilot stuff, my brain expects then there to be space combat, and I can't imagine Quantic Dream just suddenly, for the first time, having like this extensive action like combat system. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll pop up with something just we haven't seen it before. But like when I think Quantic Dream, I always think they're just walking around exploring things. Now, when they say more action oriented, I don't know what that means. Does it mean fist fighting? Could it mean lights? Like I don't know. There's so much to it. It's just more the seeing it on paper is intriguing. Like I'm not going to sit here and say it's going to be bad. I'm more like I'm intrigued, but I have a lot of questions that I need answers to before I can make any sort of judgment on it. Even ahead of time, I'm more just like, this could be cool, but I don't know what the hell you're going to do.
Yeah. Do you think that we're getting to the point where we're getting oversaturated with Star Wars games? Because I know I'm thinking we've had the EA ones. They're making another Jedi Fallen Order. They're making the Lego Star Wars is coming out, I think, next year, early next year. We have Knights of the Old Republic. We've got Quantum Dream working on one. Like, are we getting oversaturated with Star Wars games, you think?
As if it's not EA doing everything, I'm cool with whatever they want to do. And especially if the games are different. Because, I mean, Fallen Order is more of a third-person, like, Souls-y kind of game. You got Lego Star Wars, which is a family-friendly, just smash things and collect stuff. You've got games like, I mean, Squadrons just came out not too long ago, so you had your pilot game. You got Knights of the Old Republic, which is more of an action RPG. And then you might have a Quantic Dream game, which is a very storytelling-based game. So as long as I just want another pod racing game. Like somebody get on that, give me my pod racing back, and I'm good. Get like the F-Zero guys for Nintendo. Actually, never mind, because if they do that, it'll be only on Nintendo and I can't play it. Never mind, scratch that. Give it to I don't know, the guys who do Burnout. Sure, let's do that.
Yeah, Wipeout. They could probably do it too.
Yeah, why not?
All right, Adam. Let's get into this, octagon of trivia. You've mentioned before that you are a trivia guy. I myself like trivia as well, so I thought we could have a competition, see who is the geekiest of the two of us. And so what I've done is I've gone and I found a website that has about 80 or so trivia questions, ranging everywhere from the history of video games to easy video game questions, hard video game questions, and movie-based trivia. So what I was thinking we were going to do is we're going to do 3 rounds of 10 questions. So what I'll do is we'll go through and I'll just kind of get you to pick some random questions and we'll kind of scale through there. Do you have like a little paper and pen to kind of write down your answers?
I got a tablet. We're good.
I asked you if you had a tablet earlier and you lied.
I didn't read the tablet the first time, I'll be honest. I just saw whiteboard or something and I'm like, no.
All right. So Adam, what we'll do is we've got we have 22 questions of video game history, 25 questions of easy video game trivia, 22 questions of hard video game trivia, and 5 like movie pop culture based video game questions. You know what we'll do? Do you want to add pop culture and movie trivia together?
Like related to games?
Nah, we'll keep Yeah,
let's just rotate through all the categories.
Yeah, so what I think I'll do is we'll do 10 questions. I'll get you to sort of pick 3 from each category. I'll read them to you, write them down on our board, and then we'll just do rounds. So rather than if one of us gets like a running lead, we can restart after every 10 questions and see who gets the most rounds of questions. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right, cool. So let's get started. We'll start first.
I'm going to be so upset if I lose this.
Oh, you have no idea. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening to us at home, feel free to follow along, keep track of your score, and let us know how you compare in terms of your score against us. Obviously, it's the internet, so you can't lie. Let us know exactly.
No. We all know that you're like way smarter than us, and you're all going to get perfect scores, and we're going to sit here and be lucky to get 2 right. So
Yeah, this might destroy all our credibility as a gaming podcast.
Wait, we have credibility?
No, but I said what little we have is probably going to be gone. So Adam, what I'll do is we'll go through the rounds. So we'll do like 1 history, 1 video, 1 easy, 1 hard, and then kind of circle back. So Adam, can you give me a number between 1 and 22?
Let's do 22.
All right. So number 22. What position did the creator of the Game Boy have at Nintendo? This is not going to go well.
This is up to a roaring start. All right, dumb answer it is. I got nothing.
Yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Janitor. You can see it here. There you go, janitor. From
we both went to Jinx.
Hey, it was a janitor.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
All right, never mind. We're the smartest people in the room. You guys suck. But you should still follow us.
All right, easy. We'll do an easy video game question. Pick a number from 1 to 25.
Let's go 19.
19. What problem plagues up to 40% of virtual reality users?
Oh, what's the friggin' term? There we go.
When you're ready.
Writing it on a tablet is hard. All right.
So I'm using a pen and paper. 1, 2, 3. Motion sickness. Motion sickness. Let's see.
That's pretty straightforward.
Motion sickness. Yep. Like I said, that was the easy one.
I was going to say falling over too, but...
Hard question. Pick a number from 1 to 20. Oh, I got to write down the ones that we're doing here.
Yeah, you better start keeping track of that.
That's going to be helpful. All right, pick a number from 1 to 22.
Let's go 3.
What game did the character Sonic first appear in?
I feel like this is a trick question. Really wish I had... The more that I'm thinking about it, the more that I wish I had a stylus for this thing.
Or are you just using your finger?
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to suck.
All right, let's go.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. There you go, trick question. I'm just going to put Sonic.
I mean, it's Sonic the Hedgehog if it's the first game.
Sonic first appeared as an air freshener in the 1991 Sega release Red Mobile.
Well, is that an easy question?
That's a hard question.
Oh, that was a hard question.
Yeah, no, that's an easy question. All right, we're gonna go back up to video game history. That was question number 3. All right, pick a number from 1 to 21. This is video game history.
10.
All right, 10. What food was the character Pac-Man modeled after?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. You say cheese, I say a pizza. Eaten pizza has like a little wedge. Let's see. Pac-Man creator Toru Iwatani was eating pizza when he came up with the idea for this beloved character.
Damn.
All right.
He looks like a wheel of cheese. That's why I went there.
He also looks like a pizza.
Without any toppings. Who eats a pizza that's just the pizza dough?
There's cheese. He's yellow.
No, that's the baked crust.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's move on to the easy question category. Let's pick a number from 1 to 25, excluding 19.
4.
Question 4. Mario first appeared in what video game?
Oh god, writing is going to be bad on this one. Good enough.
1, 2, 3. Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
See what the answer is. Donkey Kong. All right. And let's now go. And that was question 10. All right. Now let's move down to the hard questions.
AKA the ones we won't get.
Pick a number from 1 to 22, excluding 3.
1.
Okay. In the original Legend of Zelda game, why was the maximum amount of rupees set at 255?
Oh god. I know exactly what the reason is. I just can't remember what the term is.
I mean, I'm not going to hold you to it. Like, if you're on like the same, I'm not stickler about the wording, as long as you kind of get the same idea.
I think actually this is wrong now that I think about it, but whatever.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Something like the max, I put like the max like number of bits.
Yeah, I put memory capacity as in like RAM, like how much memory it had. Capacity restraints of integer values in an 8-bit system.
I'd say that's probably both right in both of our cases, because I kind of had the bit rate, whereas you're referring to the capacity. I mean, we're either both wrong or we're both right.
Okay, yeah, let's just, so that way we sound smarter, let's do it that way. All right, so that's question 6.
I knew it's because like 256 is the end point.
Yeah.
So 256 was always designed to be the reset point.
Heading back up to video game history. You can choose anything excluding from 1 to 22, excluding 10 and 22.
21. Ha.
Well done, sir. What popular dining franchise is the What popular dining franchise is the founder of Atari also responsible for?
Dining franchise.
Let me repeat the question. What popular dining franchise is the founder of Atari also responsible for?
That is a good question. I wish I had the answer.
I think I got this.
I don't have a clue.
Okay.
Time for throwing random things at the ether.
This will make sense. If I'm right, it'll make sense once you see it.
Yeah.
Right. 1, 2, 3. Adam, Burger King. I put Chuck E. Cheese. What popular dining franchise is the founder of Atari also responsible for? Chuck E. Cheese.
See, that's not a dining franchise. It has
excuse me, sir.
It has pizza, but you're not going there for food. You're going there to jump in a play place where kids have probably peed and threw up in it.
Not supposed to?
Eh.
All right, let's move down to the easy questions. You can. Oh, sorry, I have to get that one marked down.
I'm already making complaints after I'm losing.
You want to speak to the commissioner?
Well, I mean, I think it's use, and I don't want to, honestly.
You're more than welcome to voice your opinions to the commissioner.
It's can't promise
they'll be heard. Okay, so easy questions. Questions 1 to 25, excluding 19 and 10.
3.
3. Okay. The Umbrella Corporation is a fictitious pharmaceutical company in which game? The Umbrella Corporation is a fictitious pharmaceutical company in which game?
Reality. I don't think we need to wait on this one. It's Resi.
We both said Resident Evil. Yeah.
That one's not hard.
Okay. And we'll go down. That was question. Question was that?
You're not keeping track of how many questions we're in?
I'm trying my best. It's hard. I'm also trying to compete. Okay, now we're into the hard video game questions. Anything from 1 to 22, excluding 3 and 1.
2.
Okay, what was the first gaming console to have internal memory?
Oh, internal memory. I actually don't know.
I think I got it.
Going out on a massive limb.
Oh, shoot. I've got 2 now in my head.
I'm literally guessing, so you're probably better off than me if you have 2 ideas.
If it's not this one, I'm going to guess for the second one, not for points, but just to see if I get it. So once again, what was the first gaming console to have internal memory? I put Xbox.
I'm saying TurboGrafx because I'm going way off.
TurboGrafx. All right. Let's see. If it's not this one, I'm thinking it's the GameCube. Sega Saturn shipped with 1 MB of internal memory.
I knew it was going way too quick to go like Dreamcast era. I knew I had to go a little bit further back. So I'm like, okay, what could it be in that era? Because I knew there was that one off console that like you didn't think about, but also it's one of those ones that probably none of us owned because we sure as shit didn't have the money to go take a risk on one that nobody bought.
Exactly. All right, so let's hop down.
I was gonna say, we finished a round yet?
Finishing one right now. We got last question.
Oh, so I've already lost one round. Nice.
This is movies based on video game trivia. So there's only 6, so pick a question from 1 to 6.
Just grab one. Let's go.
We'll do number 3. What movie franchise influenced the creation of the game Doom?
What movie?
What movie franchise influenced the creation of the game Doom?
I don't actually know the answer to that either. Damn, I don't know anything apparently.
I don't know this one.
I don't even know where to start with that one.
I mean, I'm guessing too, but I'm like trying to think of like the genre. Like, think of the time that Doom was made. Think of like what you're doing in Doom.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna. I'm not even gonna waste writing it down. I'll just guess an answer here.
Okay, what are you gonna guess?
I'm gonna guess Escape from New York because I have no idea.
That's not a bad one. I chose RoboCop. So the answer is, what movie franchise influenced the creation of the game Doom? Aliens.
See, that makes sense, and I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Yeah. All right, so round 1, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions.
I do not have that.
How many? Well, you gotta let the score know for the audience.
I'm sure it's 5.
Oh, you didn't keep track, did you?
No, I just knew you had 2 more than me, so.
Fair enough. Okay, so Adam had 5. You know what, Adam, let's switch it up just a little bit. What we'll do is we'll just do categories. We'll work our way. We'll do easy, we'll do history, then we'll do hard, and then we'll do movies.
Good,
So
I'll feel less dumb this way.
Okay, let's start with the easy questions then. It's all about making you not feel dumb. Remember, this is a fun thing. We're having fun.
What? You don't want to make me feel dumb after I give all my bad Last of Us takes and stuff?
No, that's okay. Your bad Last of Us takes, just tell me, like, it just, it reaffirmed to me that you're wrong on a lot of things. So I had expectations going in. Okay, Adam, start with the easy questions. You can choose any question from 1 to 25, excluding 3, 19, and 10.
24.
24. What was Steve Wozniak, co-founder of Apple's favorite game? Wait, is this the easy questions?
I was gonna say, that's easy? I don't give a shit about what Steve Wozniak plays.
Do we both want to skip this one?
No, I'm gonna make a dumb guess.
All right.
All right.
I don't know. Steve Wozniak's co-creator of Apple's favorite game was
Minesweeper.
Because he owns a computer?
Yes.
Microsoft got back to him and they're like, "Fuck you, Steve. Fuck you, Steve. We're gonna put Minesweeper on our system."
I thought it was funny.
Like, damn it.
And you went with what? Space Invaders?
Space Invaders. I'm trying to win here. Tetris is the answer.
That's not nearly as fun.
Tetris. No.
Should have said
All
Solitaire.
Right.
Damn it.
No, honestly, yours was awesome. Okay, let's pick another one. 1 to 25, excluding 3, 10, 19, and 24.
Oh, crap. Just go in order because we're going to start forgetting.
I just told you. 3, 10, 19, and 24.
7.
Okay, good. How many American households play video games?
Again, is this easy?
Apparently.
Jeez. If you guys are getting this answer, you know what? You tell us, you come on the podcast, and then you basically show us up, okay?
Adam, I didn't tell you, but if anyone beats you, they get to take over as co-host. You're out.
I've already been replaced twice, apparently, based on
No. They auditioned.
Uh-huh. I'm sure that's the gimmick we're going with.
No, you see, they come on the show and they're auditioning, and then they realize what the show is. They're like, "Oh, fuck that! I'm not coming on the show."
I really don't want to include this question, by the way, because A, I don't know when this question was made,
All right, fine. We'll retract this one,
Well,
ladies and gentlemen.
I was gonna guess 55 million.
I was gonna guess 60 million. Approximately 2/3 of distribution. 2/3. What does that mean? No, that is not a good
This is
question.
a poorly written question. I think we get -5 points for that.
All right. Pick one, six or eight.
6.
Okay, good. Nintendo owns two of the most popular gaming franchises ever. The net worth of these two franchises equals the combined total of the remaining 8 franchises in the top 10. What are they?
Okay.
What are the two most popular gaming franchises ever?
I know.
Nintendo owns. So
We're talking like a real hard question. Like, I mean,
let me rephrase this. This is still an easy question, by the way. Pretty sure it is. Yeah. So once again, the question: Nintendo owns two of the most popular gaming franchises ever. The net worth of these two franchises equals the combined total of the remaining 8 franchises in the top 10. What are they?
I was gonna go with Fire Emblem and Smash Brothers, also known as Fire Emblem, but
Yeah, those are really good, strong choices.
I mean, I think we can both agree what the answer is. So
1, 2, 3.
it's obviously Mario and Zelda.
What? No, Pokemon.
Oh shit!
I
I
love how you
forgot
came in
about
so
the
confident.
kids.
Oh, look at that. The answer is Mario and Pokemon.
All right, never mind. I'm dumb as fuck. Can't.
I love the confidence you went in there too, and you're like, we all know what this is, obviously.
Here's the problem, right? I think in console games, and I have not given a shit about Pokemon on anything that isn't a Game Boy, like Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. So it's completely out of my head.
You know who has given a shit about it apparently though? The rest of the world.
I'm not gonna lie though, the whole trading card game for desktops and mobile that they've shown off in the last couple of days, I'm somewhat curious about that just to see how bad I am at Pokemon cards, but because I could never play them because I could never afford to get a bunch of them as a kid. So
Fair enough. Yeah, I see. I collected a whole bunch. And I still have never once played a Pokemon actual card game, but I have them all.
I wish they make a video game like they did with the Game Boy Color game. It was a lot of fun, actually.
Do you remember like Pokemon Pinball and?
Yeah.
Pokemon Pinball was dope.
See, if you were talking about the best pinball games of all time, I'd still have to go Mario 1 and then Pokemon after that. Actually, no, that's a lie. Mario and then Sonic. Sonic's Spinball is way better.
Excuse me, what about Space Cadet? The one that came with your Microsoft XP?
No, we're talking licensed.
Oh, okay, well. If we're gonna,
Side note, how the hell has there never been a Metroid pinball game?
Right? That makes so
Does
much
that
sense.
not
you
make the
mention
most
it.
sense?
Well, the thing is that if they did that, then Nintendo would have to make a Metroid game. And you know how they feel about making those.
That is true. You got a point there.
All right, one more question for the easy round.
Apparently, they're not easy for me.
So we cannot basically anything from 1 to 25, excluding 3, 6, 10, 19, and 24.
Can I go 0 because I think I'm done?
Nope.
I'm toast. 20.
We've only done 2 questions and I've only gotten 1 right.
I have
Literally,
no
it's not
confidence
far away.
now.
Sorry, what was the number that you chose?
20.
20. All right. Let's see. What gaming console was largely considered a flop and before its time and effectively ended Sega's console efforts in 2001?
All right, I can literally put all my confidence in
Don't do
this
this,
one
Adam.
now.
You did this last time. Don't come in confident. You did that last time.
I'm
It
not
didn't go
failing
well.
on this one. If I'm failing, I'm quitting the call. This podcast is over.
One more time. We're going to kind of repeat the question. What gaming console was largely considered a flop and before its time and effectively ended Sega's console efforts in 2001? I don't know why I keep saying Saga. It's the Dreamcast.
Yeah. I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb. Or sorry, I'm dumb, but I'm also still over the age of 25, so I remember.
Yeah, you were just there.
I didn't. I
right,
never owned one, but I knew. Oh, I knew.
My cousin had one, and I thought they were pretty neat. But yeah, I never had one. Let's do some video game history. Although I feel like we've already kind of been doing that.
And failing.
Adam, you can. You can pick any question from 1 to 22, excluding 10, 21, and 22.
11.
In the original arcade version of Donkey Kong, what was the name of the character that would later be known as Mario?
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
In the
Because I immediately thought we were talking about the girl, which is Pauline, but now I don't know.
In the original arcade version of Donkey Kong, what was the name of the character that would later be known as Mario?
Yeah, I didn't even know he had a name.
I think I got this one.
Yeah, I got no idea. I really should have studied.
I literally told you about this like 10 minutes before we did it.
I still could have wikied some stuff.
In the original arcade version of Donkey Kong, what was the name of the character that would later be known as Mario?
Trick question, it was Mario all along.
I went with Jumpman.
I think you're actually right.
Jumpman it is! Alright. Pick another question, excluding 10, 11, 21, and 22.
19.
What year was the first prototype for a home-based video game console developed? You know what we'll do on this one? We'll do whoever's closest without going over.
Ah, shit. Price is Right rules?
I mean, do you want to do closest with going over? Who cares?
No, it's more fun if it's going over.
All right.
$1.
1900s. I'll give you two. If you can get it right, like the actual answer, I'll give you 2 points.
Shit.
So,
now
what
I'm really
year was
screwed.
the first prototype for a home?
Don't get put that pressure on me. All right, I got something.
Okay, what'd you get?
I'm going 1981.
I got 1979.
Oh shit!
Let's
Watch it be
see.
1980, and it's gonna crush me.
1967.
Oh god, no! That's even worse. It's the last Leaf Stanley Cup. It's video games' fault.
It's a good trade-off. In 1967, developers at Sanders Associated created the first prototype. Okay.
I'm sitting thinking home console, but then my brain's like, wait, friggin' Atari's a home. Oh god, I really hate. I always miss like think questions out.
Okay, so we now have you can choose any question except 10, 11, 19, 22, and 21.
15.
Okay. Okay. Number 15. What year was the first virtual reality headset created?
I'm gonna go 1 this time.
We're doing the same rules?
Virtual reality.
I think I might be off. I've already written it down.
All right.
We're doing Price is Right rules again?
Yep.
What year was the first virtual reality headset created?
I didn't erase shit.
95.
81.
95. Let's see. First year, 1995.
Oh, for God's sakes.
I am literally like, I can screenshot these answers if you want me to check.
No, I can believe that I'm actually stupid and I shouldn't have been talking any amount of shit.
All right.
Apparently, I'm good for trivia night, except for the one thing that I spend most of my time on.
All right. So that concludes the history section. Now let's move on to the hard questions.
If I somehow win this category, I don't even care if I lose the rest of this game. If I can somehow beat you on the hardest stuff, at least I can hang my hat on something.
Okay. So hard questions, you can choose any question from 1 to 22, excluding 1, 2, and 3.
All right, let's just go in order. Start with 4.
4. A reference to a stolen sweet roll has been a running gag with what game developer?
Stolen sweet roll. I'm going to do a really weird throw it out there guess.
I have no idea. So the reference to a stolen sweet roll. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Let me So I don't know if this is a typo or not. So it says the reference to a stolen, and it's in quotations, stolen sweet roll. I misread it. It's spelled Sweetroll, but there's no space. So I don't know if they're saying sweet troll
Oh
or
yeah, it's
sweet roll.
probably a weird mistype then.
I just want
Because
for
I don't know what
full
a sweet
transparency.
troll is.
I'm just giving you for full transparency.
Sweet
So,
roll made more sense. It made me think of something.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw this one out. This is just a guess. So the reference to a stolen sweet roll has been a running gag with what game developer?
I threw out Ubisoft.
I did Capcom.
I just because it was the
totally
only like spherical, like swirly shape that I could think of. I'm like, screw it. That's my answer.
Answer was Bethesda Software with the Elder Scrolls and Skyrim.
Some really in reference that I don't play Skyrim enough to get.
Yeah, I didn't get that one either.
I think as this category goes on, we're just gonna be sitting here being like, if we can get one of these right, we will at least prove something.
For sure.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to go back to having bad opinions.
You do that well. Why don't you tell me again your thoughts on Last of Us?
It's a really good game.
Fantastic. I'm just gonna have to bring Liv in here to yell at you for a good 10 minutes.
Well, you said bad opinions. I just gave you the bad opinion. It's a really good game.
you just played me, sir. You just played me.
All right. Well, at least win in trolling. I'll take that now.
Are you just doing chronological now for the?
Yeah. At this point, the numbers don't mean anything because I keep getting them all wrong. So.
All right. So number 5, in the game BioShock, what was the original name for the gene bank?
Oh, there was a different name.
Guess.
Huh. This must have been something they must have shown like some beta build that they had. I don't remember it. Like the only thing I remember was the splicer.
Hmm.
But if it was original. Yeah, I'm just throwing it again. The theme of these hard questions.
All right. Once again, in the game BioShock, what was the original name for the gene bank? Adam, what'd you put?
I just put Splicer Shop because that's all I could I couldn't think of what the actual name was anymore.
I put a genie in a bottle.
All right, Christina, take it easy.
I have no idea what it is.
I'm probably going to remember as soon as you tell me the answer because I do vaguely remember like the beta build that they showed off.
Plasma Quick.
That's right. No, Splicer's the name of the enemies. I haven't played that game in so long.
Yeah. Number 6, because we're just going down in order. We're not crossing anything. Good. What is the name of the planet that is home to the game Gears of War?
Oh, son of a bitch. If this was like 10 years ago when I actually played Xbox games more often. Oh, that God. Hurts.
This is not the podcast for us. Like, we're 2 PlayStation fanboys.
That hurts, because I actually would have known the answer a while ago, but now it's...
Give me a second if you want to think about it.
No, I couldn't even tell you when to start with that. I know it's going to be some weird name. I'm not going to give a name. I can't even like come up with something there, so... I'll say if it starts with an R, I'm happy with myself, but I don't even think I'm right there.
All right, 1, 2, 3. I just did like maximum. I'm totally guessing. I have no idea what it is. Sarah or Sierra? S-E-R-A?
Yeah, no, that's right.
Well, I know that.
When is the last time I've played a Gears game? It probably would have been Judgment, and that's gotta be Gears Judgment. That would have been, I want to say like 2014, 2015? 2013, yeah. So it's been 8 years. I'll forgive myself for not remembering a planet name from 8 years.
I still remember that trailer where they had like, where he was just running. It's like, what? Who was the song? That's like, all around me is familiar.
Oh, the is it Dark World?
Yeah,
no, Mad World. Sorry,
Mad World. I still remember that. That was a fantastic trailer.
Oh, it plays during a very emotional scene in, I believe, the 3rd game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's used very well. They use it like a PETA or not PETA. SPCA's always use Sarah McLachlan songs.
In the arms of an angel. Okay, let's finish this category, this round off with a movie tie-in video game question. You can choose any from 1 to 6, excluding 3.
Number 2, because I'm the steaming shits in this game.
Okay. John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins portrayed which video game brothers?
Oh, come on.
Do we really need to? John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins portrayed which video game brothers? I can show
Luigi Mario.
Luigi. What's your first name? Mario. Second name Mario.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't care. I know everybody thinks it's bad. It's so stupid fun.
It's so bad.
It's honestly, so stupid, but that's the charm of it.
I have that movie on VHS, and I remember watching it so much as a kid. Like, my parents are saints for putting up with the crap they had to watch with me as a kid.
Like, look, there's two ways of looking at it. Super Mario is stupid. Mortal Kombat is stupid and accurate. They're both the same. It's just one's actually accurate and the other isn't by any stretch.
Yeah. So, like I was just saying, like that movie was just terrible, and it really, like the Mario movie. Like my parents were saints for just putting up and watching that movie. It's brutal. It's a brutal movie, and it has almost nothing to do with Mario.
But at least you have the Goomba elevator scene.
That's true. The swaying back and forth.
Yeah, at least there's something.
Yeah. All right, Adam, that concludes round 2. How many did you get right?
I don't know, but it's not anything. It's not even close.
People can't they can't play with us if you're not going to keep the score, sir. I got 5.
I definitely don't have 5.
So that's 2 to 3. We'll play one more round just for fun. Did you like the format of doing like sections, or do you want to keep it random again?
Let's just do let's finish up the movie time category and end it off just kind of for funsies. Because to be like we're almost going to be hitting an hour at this point. We still got the review to do, so let's just get this over. Put me out of my misery, please.
All right, sure. We'll finish the movie category.
One of these days we'll do a proper let's play, and we'll do it with like some other trivia game, like a Trivia Pursuit video game or something, and then I'll actually school you there, and then watch you'll kick my ass there anyway.
I was gonna say, do you think it's the format that are you suggesting I'm breaking this?
It's the pressure, okay?
All right. Question 1: what is the highest grossing movie based on a video game? Highest grossing movie based on a video game.
The problem is, again, I don't know what year this question was written. So I'm trying to...
Let me see if I can figure out. Give me 2 seconds. This was from October 12th, 2020.
Okay, so it's recent.
Relatively recent, yeah.
That is a good question. Ooh. I have so many different directions I can go with this. I'm not sure which one I want to take. All right, I got my answer, but I'm probably wrong.
What are you thinking?
I'm going to say Assassin's Creed.
Oh, good call. I forgot about that one. I said Detective Pikachu.
My brain went Pikachu, and I'm like, I thought there was one movie that did extremely well, even though it was a poor movie.
It was Detective Pikachu.
Damn. Yeah, no, I was right to think Pikachu, but my brain went, I'm pretty sure, like, Assassin's Creed made, like, a bunch of money, even though it didn't deserve it.
All right, next question. Mortal Kombat was originally developed as a licensed game version of what popular movie before the licensing deal fell through and the game was released independently? So Mortal Kombat was originally developed as a licensed game version of what popular movie before the licensing deal fell through and the game was released independently?
This. Oh my god.
Okay. Let's work this out. It's a fighting game, so it's a fighting movie. This is riveting content, I'm sure, for the audio listeners.
I am never going to talk about how good I am at trivia ever again. My memory is dying.
I have broken Adam.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember. So, like, it has to be like what? Mortal Kombat came out, what, 91? 92?
Yeah, there's something around there.
So, what, like, fighting movies were, like, came out in the 80s?
Oh my god, this is so bad.
Is it Rocky?
I don't know, but I'm gonna say Escape from New York again because I got nothing else. That's my go-to with everything now.
Okay, it was Jean-Claude Van Damme's Bloodsport.
I knew Van Damme had something to do with it, and then my brain just kept reversing it with Street Fighter, and I'm like, you freaking idiot. No, it's not Street Fighter the movie.
Street Fighter the movie inspired Mortal Kombat.
What would be how ridiculously funny would that be though?
All right. Going back to Mortal Kombat, what Mortal Kombat character was created slash based off of widely circulated? Sorry, what Mortal Kombat character was created? I'm having a brain fart. What Mortal Kombat character was created based off widely circulated rumors, but was actually an unintentional error code in the original arcade version?
In the original arcade version?
Yeah, I got this one.
The original arcade version.
You're overthinking it. What was the character that was created based on like? What was a rumored character?
Was it Reptile?
I think it's Reptile. It's not Reptile. All right. Stuck?
Wait, oh, you froze up. That's why I was confused. What did you say?
I said the like think of it like it's an error code. Like what character was based off an error code? You're gonna kick yourself once you find this out.
Probably.
Let me know when you're ready.
I have no idea. I'm blanking.
So the Red Scorpion named Ermac.
Oh,
Ermac was an abbreviation of Error Macro Code 5.
My brain was thinking, I knew it was like a ninja guy, and I forgot that Ermac's one of them. But like, I remember it being a big thing of like Reptile, and then I think Chameleon was also like a secret one that everybody was passing around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, last one. What Vin Diesel film was sued for its original title Diablo by Blizzard Entertainment, who had already had a game by the same name?
Vin Diesel movie?
Yeah, called Diablo.
Wouldn't have been the movie before Chronicles of Riddick. I just can't think of what the title was of that one. Was it Pitch Black, I think?
That sounds right.
I'm just going to go with that. Like, it's the only one that makes sense.
My guess was going to be Chronicles of Riddick. A Man Apart.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know what movie that is, to be honest.
Yeah. All right, well, I thought that was a fun little activity.
Yeah, because you guys got to watch me, like, completely, like, lose any credibility that I had.
Apparently, I am the bigger geek of the two of us.
Not by much, but still enough. We both sucked horribly. You just sucked a lot less than I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have been playing along with us, let us know in the comments what your score was, what question stumped you, which one were you yelling at us, being like, you guys are morons.
So
let us
all
know
of
in the comments
them
below if you're listening. Yeah, shoot us out on Twitter as well if you beat us. Like, you know, talk some trash to us on Twitter. Reach out to us and say, you know, hey, you guys are really dumb and you guys don't know video games.
Literally, just post any comments in the YouTube, and I would just say, I deserve this. That's will literally be my response every single comment that you make in this video.
So are you inviting people to trash talk you for losing?
I deserve it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, roast him in the chat. Adam, let's wrap it up. You have an untimely review for us. So,
I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we are too broke and not influential enough to get video games early or to get pre-ordered copies. So we review games on our own dime, on our own time when we can, and so we bring you guys untimely reviews. Adam, what do you have for us this week?
So while I've been busy, being bad at trivia, I at least am good at some games that require some sort of challenge. So I recently played through Celeste, which was an experience that I wish that I'd played a lot sooner because I've seen so many different people play it or like speedruns done of it. It looked like a game that looked like so much fun to do. And then, I finally got to play it, and within minutes I went, this is amazing. Why the hell have I not played this before? And it's one of those puzzle games that or platforming puzzle games that just, you can fail infinitely other than like maybe a very small handful of levels where you just go, nope, that's me. I screwed that up. There are some of them that I went, okay, guys, that is really asking a lot. And then eventually I just figured it out and it was all fine. But there were a couple that were a bit of a pain in the ass. And then there were others where I'm like, okay, no, this is fine. I'm just an idiot. Okay, we're good. But as the game went on, I didn't find myself at any point going no, I'm out. Like this is just dull as hell. I can't get behind it. The puzzles are all really really fun. It's so fluid. Like you feel like you're accomplishing so much in such little time with the way that this game is done. And even all the side little puzzles where you collect things like, as you can see here if you're watching the video version, like the strawberries and stuff. There are some of them are really easy, some of them are really challenging, and they're very worthwhile. Eventually got to a point where I do what I usually do with like open world games, where you start being like, all right, I need to finish this damn game. I need to stop trying to collect stuff. And you eventually do that. That was me too. Like, eventually got to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go find the path that gets me to through the level, and I'll be done with it. But even the time that I spent with it, it's so good, and it's so charming too with the characters, the little bits of cuts, like, so I guess sort of cutscenes they have. They're very charming with the way the dialogue is done, because they sound almost Charlie Brownish in terms of like the womp womp, but it's more like it's one of those little things that's like, it's so innocuous, but it's just adorable. And that's a big key with it too. It's like it's very cute. It's very chill at the same time, unless you're in certain levels where it stresses the hell out of you, which is yeah. There's a couple levels in this game where I actually had friends with me watching, and they were just laughing because I'd be shouting, being like, no, 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 just like panicking as I'm like failing miserably. And I'm so close to the end of hitting a checkpoint, and I fail at the very last possible second. And and you just get so mad because you were so close. But everything about this game was so much fun. No matter how challenging it got, I still ended up enjoying every little bit of it. And by the time it was done, like, there was still other stuff that I could have done. There were bonus objectives that you can do to unlock a couple more chapters. I didn't get to it just because at that point, I'm like, you know what? I don't really want to backtrack through the entire game to collect a bunch of these things that I didn't go and get. I don't feel like doing it. I got through the main story. I got a pretty good conclusion out of that. I was more than happy to stop there. And at that point, you know, there were other things too that could have distracted my attention, so that worked too. But for the main story part of the game, I loved almost every second of it. It's super charming, probably some of the most solid like puzzle platforming I've ever played. And yeah, if puzzle platforming is your kind of jam, like if you haven't played this yet, it's a must play. And otherwise, most people are probably listening to this and being like, you haven't played Celeste until now? Which, yeah, I failed you guys. It's just, I already failed in trivia. I failed in being a good gamer too, you know?
To be fair, I haven't played Celeste either. So my question to you, a couple questions. One, like, how's the story? Because I've heard a lot of people talk about the story and how good the story is and impactful and meaningful. Like, what was your thought on the story of the game?
Without spoiling anything, it really made me take some introspection into myself. It was really one of those things that made me like actually stop for a second and be like, yeah, that's kind of been me. Like it does do very well with like dealing with life, I guess is probably the best way I can explain it without doing any spoiling.
Okay. And approximately how long did it take to beat the game?
Not counting the extra stuff, probably between 6 to 10. I just can't think of what the exact number was.
Okay.
But basically, I pop in, I play one level, and that would take around or a chapter, I should say, and that would take me somewhere around like 45 minutes to an hour usually.
Okay. Now, is there anyone that this game is, like you said, this is if you're into platforming and stuff, is there anyone that this game may not be for? So if I'm listening to this and I'm thinking, oh, this is good, what might be some things that might, if you're not into this, what would make you not into this game?
I mean, if you're just not into games where you're going to be dying and restarting over and over again, because you'll fail puzzles. Like, there are some puzzles that I must have died like on the same one like 30, 40 times and just kept trying. So if you're the type of person that doesn't enjoy like the keep like trial and erroring, it might not be for you. But like, as someone like me who plays easy mode on most games he plays, I still ended up enjoying these because I felt like I was learning as I went. So like I was getting closer and closer and closer to getting through. So it wasn't like I was dying to the same bullshit. It was more like, all right, now I finished this obstacle. Now I got to figure out how to get to the next one.
Now, was there any sort of like accommodation in terms of like if you did find it easy or difficult, like you can adjust difficulty, or was there any sort of things to help you make it easier?
Nope.
No? Okay.
You just got
cool.
I mean, there might have been options, but I never looked. I don't think there are though.
Okay. So it wasn't like punishing. It wasn't like a Dark Souls level of like punishing.
No, like there were some puzzles that it was more just like it's you got to be so perfect on the angles you hit. So it's
Mhm.
just more like just slowly trying it over and over again to try to like muscle memory yourself to the right spots.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for that review. And thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for sticking with us. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Pressing Pause. If this is your first time joining us, thank you so much. We have a couple other of these episodes. You can check them out. You can find us wherever you get your podcast for searching Pixel Play Podcast or searching YouTube Pixel Play Podcast, Pixel Play being one word. If you want to be in touch with us, like I said, we do have an Instagram and Twitter. You can search for us at Pixel Playcast, or you can email us at pixelplaypodcast. Send us your questions, your concerns, your opinions. We're happy to discuss them on the air. And as I said, we do have a Discord now, so check the links wherever you're listening to this for it, or look for us on Twitter and Instagram for that Discord channel as well. Adam and I are in there chatting it up, so feel free to join us and give us your hot takes and let us know how you did on the trivia game tonight. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. I've been Kaylan, and this has been Adam. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you guys next week.